Broadcast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, winds are still very gusty here tonight. We've got winds that are 25 miles an hour over in Springfield, 23 in Taylorville and Bloomington. They've been windy all day, and they're not going to die down at all, even as we head into the day tomorrow. Temperatures cooling off here now down to the lower 50s, 55 in Decatur, 53 Champaign, and in Danville. Clouds clearing. We had a few showers around, obviously, earlier this morning, but we were expecting some dry conditions over the next couple of days. Out the door in the morning for the kids at the bus stop. We're going to grade this one about a B-, 45 degrees, but those winds coming back. Only 53 on the way home from school coming up tomorrow. More about the cooler air and the fall-like air that is in place and how long it will be sticking around. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
One school district is 1 week away from a strike. I'll tell you if they're any closer to reaching a deal for a fair contract.
It's traumatized me and my children.
One family got a rude awakening when a car drove into a bedroom. Now police are searching for the person who was behind the wheel. And Russians were accused of making fake accounts to interfere in the last presidential election. Now, Facebook says they're back. What you need to do to look out for a fake.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini. Jessica's off tonight. The final scheduled negotiation session is still happening at the Blue Ridge School District. Union leaders and the school board have been in the meeting room since 5 o'clock tonight. WCIA 3's Emily Braun is live there now. Emily, tell us about what's been going on tonight.
Paul, I've been in contact with the union president, and I haven't heard much about specifics, but I can tell you that I've seen people in that meeting room getting up, stretching, walking around, sitting back down, and understandably so, because they've been at that bargaining table now for more than 5 hours. The union member's contract expired at the end of June. One of their main concerns is salary. Last week at the school board meeting, we heard heartfelt stories from former Blue Ridge students and staff members who pleaded with the school district to work out a fair deal. Several of these meetings have been followed by pickets and marches, but not tonight, though. Tonight, it is all about trying to get a deal because both sides say they are trying to avoid a strike at all costs. But if they can't get a deal tonight, they do have the chance to schedule further negotiation sessions up until the date of the strike next Monday. But they say the worst case scenario, if they cannot work out a deal by then, union members do plan on striking on Monday. We'll stay out here and we'll let you know how this meeting wraps up tonight. Live in Farmer City. Emily Braun, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Emily, let us know if anything happens in the next half an hour. Thanks. A 16-year-old pleaded guilty in connection to bringing a loaded gun to school. It happened at Centennial High School in Champaign. State's Attorney's Office says Champaign police were investigating the teenager for a retail theft they thought he may have been involved with. The school resource officer found the gun in his backpack. The teenager is on probation for a misdemeanor theft. 3 teenagers were arrested after a drive-by shooting Saturday. It happened around midnight in Mattoon. Police say Dylan Shull shot at the house from inside Dylan Collier's car. Shull admitted to knowing there were people, including a baby, inside at the time. Bailey Hutchinson was also charged with having stolen guns. Both are charged with reckless discharge of a firearm. Investigators say the shooting was in retaliation for someone paying for drugs with fake money. Kids were hurt when a car ran into a bedroom where they were sleeping. This happened around 5:30 Saturday morning on Holly Hill Drive. The driver of the vehicle took off immediately after. WCIA 3's Jennifer Jensen is here now. So, Jennifer, has anybody been arrested?
Paul, police found the vehicle, collected evidence inside, and came up with possible suspects, but they haven't been able to figure out who was driving it at the time. And this is disconcerting to the family, knowing whoever did this has not been held accountable.
I was asleep. I heard a big loud crash.
That jolting sound was a car plowing through the front of Donna Schultz's house.
It went into the bedroom. There was 5 boys in that bedroom. It was on the bed. 3 of them were injured, but not serious injuries.
That mattress now sits outside with skid marks from where the tire ran over it. Debris fell on top of those kids.
It's by the grace of God that they are still alive.
Alive and left to wonder who did this.
It's just been very traumatic for all of us. After they came through my home, they backed up and they left.
Police found the car abandoned, but haven't yet found who the driver was.
I just wish whoever did this would come forward. You almost took 6 lives, in my home that night, and they were all children.
Her daughter, Beth Schultz, says cars speeding down Holly Hill Drive is a reoccurring problem.
There's been cars that's flying through here, and they've hit other cars that's been in front of our house. There's actually a hubcap right here from a week ago when a car hit the same rock.
Their landlord agreed to put concrete poles in front of their yard and house to create a barrier to stop cars from getting through.
So if somebody does come around the curve, they're going to hit cement poles, you know, as opposed to coming into our house or maybe taking my mom's car out.
Police told the family they're confident they'll be able to develop a solid case and identify whoever was involved. We'll update the story if that happens. Paul, back to you.
Yeah, let us know if they find a suspect or when that happens. Jennifer, thanks. Well, the family said they'd like to see the city put up speed bumps on the street. Public Works says generally they don't install those. But if speeding is an issue in your neighborhood, you can call Public Works Department Engineering and request an electronic speed feedback trailer. Those can be temporarily placed on streets to help monitor drivers' speed. A crash near the Champaign County and Vermilion County border closed Route 10 for several hours today. A garbage truck and semi collided. The crash also took out power poles near the Channel 3 tower, knocking us off the air. According to drivers, the semi was headed west on Route 10. The garbage truck was behind him. His brakes failed, which caused him to crash into the semi. That started a fire. Power for most people has been restored. Now for an update on a story we've covered for years. The man convicted for killing U of I scholar Ying Zhang is no longer in the state. Brent Christensen will spend the rest of his life behind bars. He's been transferred to a federal prison in Oklahoma City to be processed. After that, he'll be sent to the facility where he'll likely spend the rest of his life. Not even he knows where that will be yet. We have a follow-up on a 9-year-old accused of killing 5 people in Goodfield. That's about halfway between Peoria and Bloomington. The boy made his first appearance in court today. He's charged with murder and arson. Police say he intentionally set fire to a mobile home. 5 of his relatives died. He could face probation until the age of 21. Counseling and mental health evaluations would also be likely. He would not face any kind of jail time if he does not commit another crime. Former students and teachers are remembering a woman they say did a lot for their school. Mary Borchardt died Friday. She was 83. Borchardt was a teacher at Thomasboro Elementary School for more than 40 years. She retired in 2001 but returned to work part-time until 2007. Those who knew her shared stories of her today, some fighting back tears as they reflected on her life in the classroom.
Oh, she was tough. She ruled with an iron fist, but she had a heart of gold. She just really loved her kids. Sorry, you heard her before you saw her, and she knew everybody's name. She really loved every student and every family that ever walked these halls and through the door here at Thomasboro Grade School.
Friends had much more to say about Borchardt than what we can show here. We have all of their thoughts at WCIA.com. This just in, Champaign police arrested a man they say shot a man Friday night. 20-year-old Jabari Morris was arrested tonight. Police say he shot a 2-year-old man. They shot a man in the leg twice on West Kirby Avenue. They say a verbal argument started it. That man is okay. We have a follow-up now. A clinic quietly constructed in southern Illinois to meet demand for abortion services by people in nearby states is close to opening. Planned Parenthood of the St. Louis region in southwest Missouri says Wednesday is the opening day for its Fairview Heights clinic. The new 18,000 square foot facility will provide surgical and medication abortions, family planning services, annual exams, sexually transmitted infection testing, and HIV prevention. The clinic's construction began last year, but details weren't released until near completion to avoid protesters and potential construction delays. New tonight at 10, Facebook has deleted dozens of accounts they say are linked to the same Russian trolls accused of meddling with the 2016 presidential election. The social media giant says the Internet Research Agency is back, trying to influence you during the 2020 election. Today, Facebook removed 93 accounts, 17 pages, and 4 accounts on Instagram, designed to sway opinions to advocate for and against various political groups. We spoke with Virtual Auditor, a cybersecurity company in Champaign, to provide tips on how to avoid these troll accounts. They suggested checking the number of friends the account holder has. It's likely to be fraudulent if that number is low. Check for an authentic description in the biography tab. Look back on their activity history. Fake accounts will likely have a short track record on the timeline. If a page or post does appear inauthentic, there's a tab in the upper right-hand corner to report it to Facebook. The company is obligated to investigate it. New phone numbers for Central Illinois could soon get a new area code. There's a shortage of remaining 217 phone numbers, so people could be given a 447 area code instead. It wouldn't start until March 29, 2021. Students at one school got a surprise today. We'll tell you what left them smiling. Plus, Halloween's supposed to be fun for everyone, but it also has some danger. What you need to know to stay safe. And beating Wisconsin was a huge win for the Illini. My players say they're trying to forget about it.